Modern civilization runs on an invisible system most people never think about. Every morning, millions of people wake up, check their bank accounts, use credit cards, buy groceries, invest in markets, and move money across the world in seconds. It all feels instant, stable, permanent. But behind that convenience is one of the most complex systems ever built. The global financial network. A web of banks, markets, payment processors, clearinghouses, central banks, and digital infrastructure that moves trillions of dollars every single day. And like all complex systems, it depends on one fragile thing: trust. Because the financial system only works as long as everyone believes it will still work tomorrow. But what happens the day that belief disappears? What happens the day the financial system simply stops working? To understand how a financial collapse begins, you have to understand how modern money actually moves. When someone swipes a debit card at a store, the money doesn't instantly move from one bank to another. Instead, a chain reaction begins behind the scenes. Payment processors verify the account. Banks communicate through secure financial networks. Clearinghouses track the transaction. And settlement systems finalize the movement of money hours, sometimes days later. Multiply this process by billions of transactions happening simultaneously across the planet. At any moment, trillions of dollars are moving through the system. Most of the global financial system is simply numbers stored in databases. Digital promises that one institution will pay another. Now imagine something begins to go wrong. A major bank suddenly faces losses it cannot cover. Investors panic. Large funds begin pulling money out. Within hours, the bank's stock price collapses. Depositors start asking a simple question: is my money safe? If enough people ask that question at the same time, the system enters dangerous territory. Because banks do not actually keep most deposits in their vaults. Instead, they lend that money out to businesses, mortgages, investments, and financial markets. In other words, the money people think is sitting safely in their accounts has already been deployed somewhere else in the economy. When too many people try to withdraw their money at once, the bank simply cannot provide it. This is how a bank run begins. Within minutes, billions of dollars vanish from global markets. Governments and central banks suddenly face an urgent decision: intervene and attempt to stabilize the system, or risk watching the financial network collapse entirely. Emergency meetings begin. Central banks prepare massive liquidity injections. Financial regulators coordinate crisis responses across countries. But restoring confidence is far more difficult than printing money. Because once trust in the financial system begins to crack, the consequences spread far beyond banks and markets. Businesses lose access to credit. Companies cannot make payroll. Supply chains begin to freeze. Investment halts. And the economic engine that powers modern civilization begins to stall. History has shown how quickly financial panic can spread. In 2008, the collapse of major financial institutions triggered the worst global financial crisis in generations, known as the global financial crisis. Markets crashed. Governments deployed trillions of dollars in emergency support. Entire economies teetered on the edge of collapse. The system moves unimaginable wealth across the globe with incredible efficiency. But when something breaks, the consequences unfold rapidly. Because the financial system isn't just about money. It's the invisible foundation supporting global trade, employment, investment, and economic growth. When it functions smoothly, the world barely notices. But the day it stops working, the effects ripple through every corner of modern life. And that is the fragile reality behind the global financial system. An invisible network powering the world. One that depends on trust, coordination, and stability. Because the moment that trust disappears, the system can unravel far faster than anyone expects. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. It genuinely helps support the time and effort that goes into creating these videos. Sharing it with someone who might find it interesting also makes a bigger difference than you might think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.